Happy Thursday. How are you guys doing? It's Thursday. And I had forgotten what I talked about yesterday, so I haven't even done my little picture. There's like, it's called a thumbnail, and you have to do it for YouTube videos. I'm like, oh my God, what did we even talk about yesterday? I was so tired. So I still need to do that. Anyway, when I got off the call with you all on this Zoom, on this YouTube live, I did go to the beach, and it was really, really awesome. It was just so nice to go down there. I didn't walk very much. I didn't do a ton of exercise, but I did go down there, and I just sat sort of on the sand, looked for sea glass. In fact, I had a whole bunch of sea glass I was going to show you. It's in the kitchen, and it was really, really, really good. Yes, thank you, Wendy. I was talking about nature, and it was just so good to be outside. There's something just really soothing about that. And so this morning when my alarm went off, I jumped out of bed right at 5:55, and I have been on a roll all day, lots of meetings, feeling really good, feeling like my energy, my mojo's back. So having that, I think what's really important as you get older too, for at least for me, is acknowledging the feeling, first of all, knowing that you're tired, and then kind of instead of just being in a funk, like if you can explain what funk you're in to yourself, it kind of makes things a little easier. Like, I'm tired because I didn't do this, this, and this, or I'm tired because this happened, or I'm tired because I ran a marathon yesterday, whatever it is. Sometimes it's easier to navigate through the day when you know why you are certain feeling, you have a certain feeling. So that was really super helpful for me. And then, having the time, and what I want to put the slide about for yesterday was, even when you're feeling a little tired, sometimes being creative can get you out of a little bit of a funky funk. So I wasn't able to paint today yet. I have been in meetings most of the day, but I did go back down to the beach again with my husband, which was awesome. We took Scout, who's blind, poor guy. He didn't know where we were. He was just like walking around. I mean, we were right there, but his days are numbered on the beach time, I think. But we did go down the beach, and it's been beautiful here. But I have a couple things I want to talk to you about. I wanted to show you a little show and tell of one of my new favorite magazines that I don't think is new, but Betty gave me her 4 copies, and I'm obsessed with them. And then I realized they're also part of this book I have. So I'm going to show you them. Hi, Jill. But I also wanted to ask you guys, I wanted to get your focus group advice back. Okay, so I doing these weekday lives are the weekdays, all of them are going to come to an end because I'm traveling. And but I want to continue them, and I wanted to talk to you about that. So I set a goal to do at least 4 weeks in a row, which I can't even believe I've been in this. That just shows you too, like, it's so funny when you do challenge, like when I did my 365-day challenge, it really kind of, like, you can tell how that time went, or what you did, or how you felt, or whatever. Like when I did my 365-day challenge of drawing a flower every day, I remember I only had 2 days out of that whole time where I had like a migraine, or I felt like crap, and I needed to get it done. So it's really interesting. So I have been doing the YouTube Tea Time chat for almost 4 weeks. Tomorrow will be 4 weeks total, which I can't even believe. So that's pretty fun. And I love just popping on and going live. It's so much easier than me to record a video. So I was trying to figure out, like, so there's 2 different ways I can go about this. I can do a pre-recorded video and post it, or I can do my live the way I've been doing it, but I'm going to only do it one day, and it's probably going to be a little longer. So I have 2 options, and yes, they are all on replay. So I have 2 options. One is this option, which is that I do, because I've always wanted to do this podcast idea. So the one option is, it's just a recording. It's me doing a little chit chat about finding your creative joy, and then I post it. And if you subscribe to YouTube, you get a little ding dong, Andrea put a video up, or whatever it is. or I go live and hit the live button at the same time, or try to hit it at the same time. And my idea is that I would do, so this is one idea, is that I would do tea time Tuesdays. And so it would be on Tuesdays, and it's still around tea time. So those are the two things I'm weighing out. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. So it's either going to be tea time Tuesdays and it's live, or it would be more generalized, a pre-recorded video. So I think the definition might be a little bit better, but I'm not too sure. So far, the YouTube live recordings are not bad compared to, like, you know, Facebook, I think, can be really crappy. And then you would just get notified. Ding dong. She popped a video in, just kind of like Sandy Hester. You guys were mentioning Sandy Hester the other day, or Betty Franks, who I both love, and they're awesome. When they do a video, they'll post it and then it just goes up. So let me know what you think. Which one is easier for me? Good question, Wendy, because Wendy's in Bloom, and you know we're always talking about the easiest thing possible. Probably the easiest thing, to be honest, is going live because I don't have to do that extra step. Here's the downside, Wendy. I gotta open this door right here. It's getting pretty hot. In the afternoon, it gets a little hotter in here. Okay, here's the downside. If you're thinking about doing something like this, can you hear all the traffic? The downside is, say if I ever wanted to grab the audio and I wanted to put the audio in a podcast. So would I really want to do that or not? So sometimes when you have a project you're thinking about doing, I was just talking to my coach about this morning too. What would you consider doing in a year from now? Like, do I really see myself doing a podcast? Probably not, because I like to do a video instead of an audio. So would I really need the audio from past YouTube videos? Probably not. So Wendy, as I talk myself through all that, probably the easiest thing is to, yes, Karen, you're supposed to be sleeping. My iPad does not ding dong, so I would need to learn how to do it. I enjoy live. Can you see how many show up live versus how many watch replay? Yeah, I can totally see, like, who's on, who's not. I love that. Yes, Karen. I feel like, and you guys know me. If you guys, I know most of you who are on right now have been either in my lives or been in a Bloom live or something like that. There's something really special about going live than pre-recorded. So there we go. We just decided. Boom, boom. Just like that. Karen would probably like my tea time to be way earlier because I know it's probably crack of midnight for her. But it's kind of an easier thing to do, is have it around a time frame. But I would make them probably a little bit longer and a little bit more engaging. So there we go. We just decided. All right. So you guys, you awesome people. You awesome people just figured it out for me. That's good. Hi, Judy. Judy, we just came up with a big plan. So, all right. So I do have, tomorrow I wanted to show you guys something else, but I do want to show you something today. All right. So back to what we were talking about. I am obsessed with this catalog. I want you to tell me if you've heard of this or if you guys have this. All right. Does anybody here on the call, on our live, have you guys ever seen this magazine, Uppercase? Uppercase also makes books. And let me take the cover out. This is how they come. Oh, yes, Wendy, good. I can't wait to help you kind of get that going because, Wendy, you would be awesome on it. All right, so here is an Uppercase book. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's like a palette painting on the cover. And then you take this off. And this was the book that Jean Oliver was in last year. And so she showed it on her, like one of her lives or something, And I bought it because it was so beautiful. Oh, it's in Calgary. That's even better. I love Canadian things. Good value. And so Jean was in here, and there were a few other people I knew in here too. And then I was just obsessed. I was like, this whole book is on art supplies, but they have, okay, this is on the back, all these other books that they have. They have it on quilted, ceramics, vintage life, printmaker, stitching, botanicals, feed stacks, like lots of different things. So this was a pretty, it's heavy, but it's soft. And it's a beautiful little coffee table book. I don't know, I'm sure you can find it anywhere, but their website is called uppercasemagazine.com. And it's beautifully, I'll just give you a little flip through. It's just beautiful. Look how gorgeous it is. And then who is this person? I think we know Robin Marie Smith, who I really like her work. She's in here too. And this one book is all about their favorite art supplies, and not art supplies that they're necessarily selling, but that they're using. And then they have some people in here that are actually selling their art supplies. Like this is this Peg and All? Oh my gosh, you guys, you know the, darn it, I don't have it right here. Oh, I do have a, wait, where's my Peg and All? Hold on, I'm gonna show you in a minute. All right, so Peg and All is one of my favorite places. It's companies for products. It is pegandall.com, I'm sure, and they're from Pennsylvania, and everything they make is local, is handmade and beautiful. Wait, where is my thing? I gotta show it to you. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, it's right here. I have a crossover bag from Peg and All too that I love. Okay, hold on. I'm going off topic. Watch out, she's going off topic. Okay, this is called the Sun Deck roll. And it's oiled canvas, it's gorgeous. It's leather strap. And then I took most of the stuff out because I was traveling with it. And it is a rolled up sack for your art supplies. And I would take this when I go traveling to Italy and France and all of those amazing places. But there's a little zipper for like a kneaded eraser. I put my Neo 2s in here. All pens, another row for pencils, and a row and a row back in here. And then on the back, whoopsie, hold on. And then on the back, there's even more pockets. So you can, oh boy. You can put all your stuff in here, okay? I love Peg and All. Peg and All's got a handbag crossover that I go, and when I go out anywhere, that comes with me because I can put a little sketchbook. I can put a pen. I can put my phone. I can put anything in there, and they're amazing. So this is Peg and All. All right. So that's just another thing I want you guys to go check out. But as I flip through it, and then look how awesome those swatches are. It's heavy from my little hands, but they also have a lot of vendors who do watercolors, and they talk about mixing them. She's amazing. I'm not going to pronounce her name for you guys, but she's incredible too. Anyway, this was a great book. I don't know if they do it every year. Oh, this is another friend of mine. Do you guys know Leslie Rotner? Do I have her brush right here? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, Leslie Rotner is from Vermont, I think, or Maine, and she makes these gorgeous brushes. Look at this brush. I've got a couple of them. So she finds beautiful wood. So if anybody's coming to my house for the art retreat, you can find wood like this on the beach. And then she obviously does some more work to it and gets her whole little holes drilled, but she makes these handmade brushes. And I have another one somewhere in here. I love her work. So she was in here too. Like, look how gorgeous those photos are of her brushes. So beautiful. Who else is in here that we know? It's a great book. I encourage you guys to look into Uppercase. All right, let me put that away for a second because, hold on, let me have my tea. Who's having tea? Because this is the one that Betty gave me. She gave me 4 different episodes. They're not called episodes. I don't know what they're called. 4 different ones. And this was the newest one, and I was going to buy a subscription, but it included this one, so I didn't yet. This is all about surface pattern. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about today. It is so inspiring. When I look at this magazine and I see all the color, I went like out of my mind. So here's a woman named Kitty McCall. And look at that gorgeous stuff. So all of her work is done digitally, and she makes beautiful products and license them. And you know what too, is that these magazines, you guys, are fabulous for cutting up and collaging with it, because they're nice and thick, and they're great if you, you know, just was needing a little bit of color pop to your art journaling pages. They're amazing. Okay, so in here, in this one I'm talking about, there's so many different patterns. And then there's the artist down below, so you can follow the artist if you like a certain pattern, which I think is really cool. And then there's Bonnie Christine, who I think is fabulous. I've talked about Bonnie Christine before. Bonnie Christine has a membership, and she also has a surface pattern design course, but she also has just like tips on how to get started with surface pattern design. And I just want to show you a few others. Like, look at all of this stuff. It is so amazing. Like, just these little tiny squares of inspiration. This one is all about taking your product to a finished, taking your design to a finished product on fabric. And I was thinking, so for the longest time, I have really, okay, this is the woman. Oh, okay, this art is fabulous. Look at this art right here. Isn't that just gorgeous? And look what she's wearing. Oh yeah. This is what I want, people. I want a dress in my art, in some big colorful thing. Maybe one day, maybe I'll do that. I want to do that so bad, as far as make spoon flower. I want to make some art. I haven't done it yet. I haven't had time. I know exactly the piece of art I want to do it on. It's a big one over there. It's pink and it's orange and it's teal. And I want to make the fabric, and then I want to have somebody make me a wrap dress in it. So there you go. So if anybody knows how to make a wrap dress, I just have to get my butt in gear. I have a super high res photo of it. I just think it would be so beautiful. Where I struggle, and if anybody's listening and on the replay, where I struggle is I don't know what type of fabric to buy, because I'm not a seamstress. I don't know how to sew. My mom would sew. She used to sew. I don't know if she probably wouldn't sew anymore, but I want a beautiful wrap dress that I can tie with a belt and wear, and it would be my art. And so I encourage you guys to think about that too. Like, if you're painting, there's a lot of places that you can take your art and turn it into things. And I'm not talking about my bloom people who are making and selling. I'm talking about Karen, don't even ask me that question. No, I'll answer it. I'm talking about you. If you not even know how to, I'm not talking about selling things. I'm just talking about how to make things, and you can turn it into stuff. So there's a lot of print on demand things where you can actually get stuff done. And then you can have them as your own things or your gifts. Does that make sense? I sort of went off. I was looking at some of the comments, but there are so many things right now, so many places out there that you can go take your art, get a scan of your art, or take a really good photo of your art, and then you could go get your own mug or your own tote bag or your own fabric to make your own wrap dress. You don't have to sell it, but you can buy one off. So you can buy two off. So you can go buy two, one for you and one for your friend. It is unbelievable the amount of places that you can do that now. All right, so two questions that came through. Two of them I'm gonna answer. Wendy, I might take you up on that sewing for me. So Wendy's a seamstress. She does it all. Wendy's awesome. She can get a whole lot of stuff done and does a little bit of everything. You're like the Renaissance woman. So yes, maybe when I get my fabric, I'll send it to you, and then I'll give you my dimensions, and you can make a a wrap dress for me and I'll pay you. Karen asked me, I haven't done it yet. I'm was asked to make a stencil for Stencil Girl, which I really want to make, and I'm so close to getting it finished, but I get completely overrun with other things that I need to get done that are like the retreat stuff and my courses and my workshops. And so I'm trying to make sure that those are on top, and the stencil I keep putting off. It's what Betty said. It's really interesting. When Betty came here and we had lunch, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, we were talking about when you work for yourself and you work for other people. So Betty and I both worked in corporate for a very long time, and we have been on our own now. She might be a little bit longer than me, or maybe not, or similar, where we work for ourselves. So you get to kind of make your own decisions every single day, what you're going to do and what you're going to work on. And even though I said, yes, I'd love to make a stencil, having this on the back of my mind all the time, like I have to get that done, never feels great. And that's why Betty does not partner up with the big courses, or some people ask her a lot of, will you create a blank, blank, blank for me and for my course? And she just feels like it's a little overwhelming sometimes. So anyway, I hope to finish that though for Stencil Girl, but it is tough sometimes when you are accountable. It's like my tea towels. I've got these stores in Santa Cruz who are like, when's my next load? And I'm just like, oh, I have to order them for you because I'm not selling them anymore. And anyway, yada, yada, yada. I really just wanted to show you this and check it out. All right. So it's uppercasemagazine.com. It's beautiful. I'm sure it's not cheap, but it's beautiful paper that you could collage with. So much. I mean, she gave me 4 of them and they're all just gorgeous. This one is a little different. It's really about surface design. Yeah, so Jill's saying there's a newsletter you can sign up for. Yeah, I think I'm on that. I must be, I'm sure. I bet when you purchase something, you're on it. It's really gorgeous. Look at that tile. That's just tile, like where you step on in like Italy. That's what they say. Is it in Italy? I'm sure it is. Just, or Portugal, or somewhere incredible. Like, look. Oh my gosh, it's Portugal. And I did not know that in advance. You'd think I would. These are all Portugal tiles. The inspiration you can get. All right, so I'm signing off. I will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. And then let me know too, like if you have any thoughts of how you'd want my Tuesday tea time to be. I would love to know. My plan is that I will have a week's worth of chit chat, of inspirational stuff, of things that I've been doing, of work that I've been working on, all of that stuff to just hopefully, inspire you a little to keep on doing what you're doing, which is making art. Because making art, I think, is making people, it makes you creative and it brings joy to your life. So I will see you guys later. I'm going out with my girlfriend tonight for a margarita. I'm very excited about that. And hopefully you're doing something fun too. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.